days we were together, sharing our hopes and dreams for a brand new year. We were making resolutions. It was like a fresh new start.
That's nice.
Yes, I remember my resolution distinctly.
I have a good memory. You have a great memory.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you. After a year of road gigs and traveling, I wanted to focus on my family.
Family's important.
Family is very important. I wanted to spend more time with my wife and kids. So make it resolved. I want more time with my family.
Cool.
No, be careful what you ask for. My wife can brush her teeth for 42 minutes straight. My children never went away. We were locked in, and after 10 days, they suggested that Ray and I maybe would be happier in here in the bunker, and so here we are.
You'd think that maybe you would resolve for some other thing.
Yes, oh yes. I should have resolved for like curing cancer or creating a great new dipping sauce for pizza rolls, but I wasn't that smart. I should have resolved to win the lottery. That is not what I did.
Then the pandemic hit,
Oh,
Rob.
the pandemic.
And there's nothing funny about people getting sick and dying.
No.
There's just nothing funny about that.
No, it sucks. Unless it's like The Godfather, where watching people die is cool. This sucks.
Then the point was wear masks, stay 6 feet away, stay home, social distance.
That's not a big deal for me. I am very antisocial, and I prefer to stay at home here in the bunker. That's how I like it, babies.
I like the bunker too. Thanks for letting me live here.
Ah, you're welcome, old buddy. Nobody up top is really missing us at all. In fact, if we hadn't shown up here this morning, you might have assumed we were dead and not even cared.
While we lived like kings.
Yes, we lived like kings. And we smoked kings because we couldn't get any hundreds. But that's okay. We take what we get down here in the bunker. When Ray and I first decided to lock ourselves into the bunker, little did we know we'd be living like Caesar, like in old Rome. We were like in our togas. It was just days in and out of binging and purging.
And purging and binging.
We hadn't intended to purge as much as we did, but I told my wife to stock the bunker with enough food and supplies for 3 years. Unfortunately, that was 30 years ago, and I gotta say, these cling peaches are a little clingier than I intended, so we purge, baby!
Yeah, I still feel a little sick from those peaches. Those pears or peaches?
Oh, these are
They turned.
Wait, these are potatoes.
Oh, ugh.
Hard to tell the difference these days. So, Ray, in fact, we even had space food sticks that were so dry, we just poured them into hot water and drank them.
Like ramen.
Like ramen, yes indeed. Anyway.
I like ramen though.
I do too. We purged until
Can we get some ramen?
We can get some ramen. Yes, George Rommel. Anyway, we binged and purged, and finally we decided, my friends, that it was better to go Grubhub and DoorDash, and that's the way we've gone ever since.
Well, I'll tell you, Rob, this has been quite an interesting couple of weeks.
Yeah,
lately.
It has been. I mean, I tell you, it has been a very, very couple of interesting weeks. In fact, we were prepared to suffer through an Edgar Winter down here.
And Edgar, you mean the guy who wrote Frankenstein? Are we having a guest?
No, the albino, like in Otis Twelve's book.
Oh.
No, but I meant to say nuclear winter. Go ahead, Ray. Go ahead. That's what I meant to say.
Hey, well, we have got a special song prepared for y'all.
About our binging.
We have spent quite a bit of time watching TV with our Cox panoramic Wi-Fi.
That's right.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you, Cox. I'd like to thank all the Cox out there. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, and this is about what we binged. It's a little number we like to call the first 12 days of COVID. Ready, Ray? Me.
You start it.
Okay. On the first days of COVID, our cable brought to me Adam 12, Rescue 911, $10,000 Pyramid 90210, 8 is enough, 700 Club, $6 million man, Hoi 5-0, 4 sons, 3's company, 2 close for comfort, and the Partridge Family. We watched them all, baby.
We watched them all.
We loved it.
And we're just starting Shameless, 2.5 Men,
3.5 Men,
4.5 Men,
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders,
Oh boy.
and
anything with Billy Piper in it. Woo, woo. Billy Piper fans out there like me. But never mind. Yeah.
Hey, so I got some bad news for you.
Right.
It's time to empty the you-know-what.
It's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Okay.
And don't forget to wear your mask when you go outside.
I always wear a mask. You know that.
Okay. Let me guess what kind of mask you're wearing today.
Go ahead.
N95.
Nope.
Paper.
I'm afraid of paper cuts. No paper mask.
Cloth mask with a middle finger extended.
No.
Good idea, though.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's
You're welcome.
genius.
Welder hood.
No, not a welder hood.
How about a gator?
Bingo! I'm gonna wear a gator outside today.
No. That doesn't cut. No.
Would this be better?
No.
Oh,
I told you. Stop bringing those masks.
I think they're funny. I got this Skeletor mask. We're just by the power of Grayskull. No.
So what kind of mask are you gonna wear?
Well, today I'm going with Batman. Well, actually, you know what I've got? I got a Husker mask, but I'm too embarrassed to wear it out in public.
We won last night.
I know
Or was that a rerun?
No, that was a real game. We
Oh.
beat the hell out of Rutgers by 7 points. It was a massacre.
Yeah. So what kind of mask are you gonna wear?
I'm not gonna wear it. I'm just gonna. Well, okay, red ball with leather strap. That's the one I want to wear.
Yeah, but it doesn't cover your nose.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But boy, is it fun. I've been down here with you too long. Let's move it on, brother.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but being in the bunker and being in a situation where you can't really exercise, I have literally gained weight like crazy. Anybody else done that? You've gained some weight, haven't you?
I've gained a titch. Yes, indeed.
So what I've had to do, even though I wear polyester a lot, and it's stretchy.
Yes.
You know it's stretchy.
I know, and when you rub your thighs together, it makes a noise.
I know. Yes,
Distinct.
it does. But ultimately, I've had to cordon off my closet with 180 to 190 pound pants.
You haven't worn those in years.
I know.
Oh.
190 to 200 pound pants.
You haven't worn those in years.
And greater than 200 pound pants is where I have most of my pants right now.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, my wife Rhonda said, you should make a greater than section. She thinks she's funny.
I think she's funny.
What'd you say?
I said I think she's funny, Ray! Hey, Rollin Ray, meet Rollin Thunder!
Oh, boy.
We got our Plex.
Well, listen, I think we need to talk about the election before we get too far.
Okay. All righty. So, what do you want to talk about the election? There was an election, Ray.
Yeah, I heard about that. When do we vote?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, when do we vote? Did you vote? I mean, what do we do?
Ray, you did vote, right? I mean, we talked about this.
Yeah, of course. I voted.
Yeah, and who did you vote for, Trump or Biden?
Well, none of your beeswax.
Okay, I really hope you did vote.
Me too.
You know, I don't want to, get out there too far, but you know, the one thing about President Trump is he loves the derogatory nickname. It's his trademark, you know, like Zorro had his Z. Trump likes to pin his opponents down with a crappy nickname to make them look small. And, you know, Joe Biden, well, he proved to be a little problematic, a little elusive. I mean, there are veritable plethoras of Joes out there in the ether. I mean, there's Morning Joe, there's Joe Obama, Joe the Plumber, Jolton Joe, G.I. Joe, Curly Joe Besser, Joe Cool, Mighty Joe Young, Loretta Young, Forever Young, Carl Jung, the Jung and the Restless, and let's not forget, oh no, I didn't forget, there's Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe, and Uncle Joe, who's a moving kind of slow
at the junction.
Petticoat Junction. Almost lost my train of thought there, Ray. I guess the point I was trying to make with that is, you know, I don't want to get your petticoats in a ruffle, but Trump never quite got the nickname for Joe narrowed down. He kept flip-flopping between, you know, 3 or 4 different nicknames. I mean, we had Basement Joe, and Sleepy Joe, Dementia Joe, and finally China Joe, which sort of baffled me. I mean, unless he's saying that Joe's a broken ankle, I mean, he'd get busted like fine china, while he was, you know, playing with his... I still don't think it works. And the point here is perhaps if Trump might have won a second term, if he'd been able to come up with a good nickname for Joe earlier, and now he's stuck with the crappy nickname of President-elect Joe Biden. Who'd have thought that had ever happened?
So what you're saying is Biden won, Trump got fired from being president. Wait a second. Wasn't there voter fraud?
And I know there's been a lot of loose talk flying around about voter fraud, and all I can say is it is true. You know, I can sum the entire concept of voter fraud up in one word. Sanjaya!
Sanjaya from American Idol.
What a great hairstyle he had. Yes, yes. The idea of voting is to pick the very best. You could call it rigged or call it fraud, but Sanjaya was never the best. I mean...
He was pretty good.
No, he sucked butt. Let me say this. You know, I sit through season after season of The Voice, and this best singer never wins. It's always some crappy country artist on Blake's team that gets voted into the finals. That's not the best. We're talking about hacks that couldn't get a contract to play the Horseshoe Casino on a down season.
Horseshoes are lucky.
Horseshoes are very lucky. But I'm sorry, Blake's team doesn't deserve
to... But Blake Sheldon is a country music superstar.
And he sleeps with Gwen Stefani. Lucky man! The point I'm making here is our election should have clear winners and clear losers. I want our elections to be like a good episode of BattleBots. One clear and distinct winner and one heaping, smoking pile of garbage spinning around, spewing out gears in a death spiral, so you know who actually won. I don't mean to go overboard, though. That's just my feelings.
So let's be clear. Trump got fired.
Trump got fired. Yes, that sums it up, Ray.
Hey, Rob, you're fired.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Ray. Trump was fired.
Hey, Rob, you're fired.
No, stop saying that. Trump was fired.
Hey, so isn't that funny? It's like the show. Hey, you're fired. He kept saying you're fired, and then he got fired. That is called irony.
Irony, yes, it is.
You're fired. Isn't that funny?
I'm not.
I think it's funny. You know what's funny about that?
What?
Is he would do that on his show, The Intern, and say, "You're fired," and then the intern would say, "What do I do now?" And he said, "You have to leave the show because you're fired. You're fired."
Ray, the show wasn't called The Intern. It was called The Apprentice.
He didn't do The Intern?
No, he didn't do The Intern.
Then who did The Intern?
That was Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Devil with the blue dress, devil with the... Oh, well.
Let's wrap this up.
All righty. You know, folks, we want to say thank you for letting us, leap out of the bunker through the miracle of electronic media and share our few minor thoughts that we have left with you, the Freedom of Speech Society, because we believe in the freedom of speech. Because without the freedom of speech, we wouldn't be able to deliver messages like this. Merry Christmas! Because we can still say Merry Christmas because we got freedom of speech. So Merry Christmas, freedom of speech. Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And the other thing that freedom of speech allows us that people ignore is it gives Ray and I the ability, in fact, the incentive to tell some of the lamest, worst jokes you've ever heard. Word. And right now, we'd like to leave you with one of the lamest jokes we've ever told. And it's very simple. Ray, why do Democrats call Al Franken, and not Al Franklin?
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Why do Democrats call Al Franken, and not Al Franklin?
Noel. And it's the worst joke we've ever told. Thank you, Freedom of Speech Society.
It's Free Speech Society.
What's wrong with freedom?
I didn't say there was anything
It's
wrong
free
with freedom.
speech, but I like freedom.
Okay.
That's why I'm leaving the book.
Congratulations.
Thank you, friends.